Okay, so we have Gary McBride somewhere up in this place, and he's been doing a lot of hard work for a couple of years now, going over video and really examining a lot of the small details and big details that took place that day. He was just on InfoWars and had some videos out. Guess, did you set them up for Fanone, or did you show them Fanone? How'd you do that with Alex Jones?
Yeah, we got the hook in, so we haven't shown all of Fanone, and then there'll be Roseanne and more after that.
That's right. And what we're doing to get everyone's attention on the videos is we have Newly Independent News, and we're going to be going over the videos that Gary has. We're starting out with Eugene Goodman's story. And, and this is the first thing that really caught Gary's eye, right?
Yes, on January 15th, 2021.
January 15th, 2021. And so we're going to break it down into like 3 segments. The first segment, I have to say, it really got me because I can be a bit hard to convince sometimes, and I'm really caught up in the emotion of what my husband's going through and other family members. And so I sometimes, stick my head in the ground when it comes to the obvious, because it is really painful to know that everyone was set up that day. And in a particular clip that we go over, it will be shown hand signals and guidance and how they really set the narrative for the day.
Yeah, no, they did. It's a propaganda video, and it's planned and coordinated. And it was loud.
That's right. And, and now that Tucker has set it up to where more people are wanting to see the videos, Tucker hasn't had the time or the manpower to go through the amount of videos that are out there. And Gary has really dedicated the last 2 years of his life, over 2 years now, really digging into the nuances of that day. And the American people need to know, and I think everyone's ready to hear these answers. So we have a video coming out in the next 2 days that really explains this first part of the video, and then we'll release the other ones after that. Really important work that you're doing, Gary, and I think that the things that you bring out and that you highlight really show the orchestration of what happened that day. And, as time goes on and people really look at these videos, you're going to be just as heartbroken as I am about what was perpetrated against the American people. So I really appreciate Gary and all of his hard work. And as soon as we have the video up, we'll let you guys know.
Nicole,
and yes.
What does the video that he put out today show?
It is the beginning of Eugene Goodman. Gary, why don't you tell us?
That one in the tunnel, Gary. What Alex Jones put out?
Oh, the one that Alex Jones has. Tell him about it.
Like the intro?
Yeah,
with the intro. Yeah, that's the those videos. They cut it up and put an intro together with me talking, and it briefly goes over what's happening inside the Capitol in the West Tunnel, where they drag a guy. Well, they don't drag him, man. There's a cop on his right side, and on his left side, he has his hands up and just covered in blood, and there's a cop behind him just pummeling on the back of his head with one of his batons or asps, whatever he has. And so then he falls to the ground. Officer Bogner is the officer that turned the guy around and made him stop, the cop, but he just went back out to the tunnel to keep doing what he's doing, I'm sure. So
they can see that now with your Twitter handle, right?
What's that?
They can see that on your Twitter right now, can't they,
yeah.
Gary?
Yeah, what is my Twitter, Dobby?
Gary McBride.
Or M5 News is what it is, I believe. If not, go to my website at M5 Newsgate. That's the number, or the letter M, number 5, and then m5newsgate.com, and you can click on Rumble or YouTube and go watch it.
That's right. And, I just encourage everyone, if you have any, there should be no doubt at this point with everything that's coming out, but look at the video yourself. Just watch them, really see what he's talking about, and you'll understand why all these people need to be let go.
So it's, I was in my bubble for a long time, came to D.C., so it's not me anymore, it's us, it's all of us, so it's not just me.
Wow, that's Gary's a sweetheart, but any way that we can support people getting the word out and encouraging others to really learn the truth for yourself and don't be spoon-fed a narrative by the mainstream media. That is the most important thing you can do, because what's been orchestrated against my family and at this point over 1,000 other people, it is wrong. And, sometimes I don't think they realize what they're creating out here.
Yeah, don't be scared to stand up. We need to stand up.
Yeah, and I think, the more and more, I also want to encourage people about the Twitter spaces. If you're a Jan 6er out there and you are feeling depressed, reach out to people on these Twitter spaces. I don't get into them a lot, only because my heart gets real heavy, and so I have a hard time with it. But, if you're alone, because this situation is such a polarizing situation, and I know that there's so many people out there that feel alone, they feel intimidated by the government, and, and reaching out to other Jan 6ers, you're only going to be more empowered. You're not going to be alone anymore. And, this family has grown and grown and grown. The network has grown and grown and grown. And, the word is getting out, and we are stronger together. And the more of us that stand up and say, look, this is what's going on, this is not right, the more they're going to have to listen. And, I don't think, Gary, are you going anywhere until they listen? I don't know. I'm not going anywhere except to visit my husband and my kids. What?
5 minutes alone?
Yeah,
but what are we doing?
taking over this town. All right. And that's a fact.